what not to do when babysitting. Here are my top 10. Stay tuned. Hey sitters, welcome back. It's Lydia. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you the top 10 things of what not to do. I know as sitters we get told do this or don't do that, and we get pulled every which way, but I'm going to share with you, in my opinion, the most important 10 things that we shouldn't do and what we can do instead. Number 1, don't take the kids out of the home without the parents' permission. And this doesn't just mean like to the park or driving to the zoo. This could also mean not taking them out front in the front yard to ride bikes or something, or out in the backyard near the swimming pool. These parents may know something about their neighborhood that you don't. Without their permission, you should never take them outside the home, but there is also plenty to do inside the home with the kids as well. I've done plenty of videos on arts and crafts and games, so you could go check out those other videos. Number 2, do not take video or pictures of other people's children, and certainly do not post them on any sort of social media platform. Now, if a family knows that you're going to be doing something fun that night and wants to keep a memory, then they might ask you to take a picture of the kids doing that fun thing, like baking cookies or creating craft, and sending it over to them. So if a family asks me to do it, I will snap a couple pictures of what we're doing, make sure the kids are smiling, send it over to the parents, and then after, I delete it off my phone. Number 3, don't be on your phone. So again, if somebody's asking me to take a couple photos for them, to send over to them, I will do that. I will play music on my phone for the kids to dance to, and we'll have a dance party. Or I'll use Pinterest to pull up a picture that me and the girls recreate by drawing. Other than that, I'm not on any social medias. I'm not texting my friends just for no reason. My phone is put up. I do keep it on though, and I keep the ringer on just in case the parents are calling me, but other than that, I don't touch it. There's so much we can do. There's so many games that we can be involved in. Be engaged with these kids. They want you and want your presence, your time, and your attention. Number 4, do not make the family's business public. And what I mean by that is, as sitters, we walk into a house, and families' houses are their private life, if that makes sense. Everything's talked about in the home. So that could be about other families. It could be about their families. They could be having family problems that you overhear. The kids might tell you something that you didn't know you were going to hear. But everything that is told to you within those walls need to stay within those walls. You should not be talking about it to other families. You should not be talking about it to your family. You should not be gossiping to you shouldn't be posting on social media about it or gossiping to your friends about it. What stays in those walls or is talked about in those walls need to stay in those walls. That they trust you as a sitter. They trust you to keep their business private. Number 5, do not watch any scary or inappropriate shows or movies. Even if the kids are asleep, there's been countless times where I think the kids are upstairs sound asleep, and then all of a sudden, I got one standing in front of me. So if they come down and see a scary movie or a scary part of the show, it may not be scary to you, but to a 5 or 4-year-old, it could be pretty scary. And then inappropriate, and I mean violence. Violence shouldn't be watched in front of the kids, and inappropriate language. So those are to be watched at your home, with your family, by yourself. You should not be watching those in somebody else's house. Number 6, do not go against the parents' discipline style or methods. Now, what I mean by that is if they use timeout as a discipline method, you should not use timeout and take things away from the kids. if the parent's discipline style is to take away TV time or an iPad or their favorite toys, you should not try and put those kids in timeout. You really need to go with the parent's discipline style, which you should know because you need to ask them before they leave. But it's not going to work if you try to do one thing when they've been doing the other for years. So you're just going to end up butting heads with that kid. It's not going to work. The night's going to get worse. So make sure you're sticking to the parent's discipline style. And it's different for every family. So make sure that you ask before the parents leave. Number 7, do not give the kids food or medicines without permission. And let's dive a little deeper into what that really means. You should never, ever, ever, ever give medicine to a kid without either asking the parent, if it's something like ibuprofen for headaches or Tylenol, you should, or that they instruct you to. I have a couple kids who need medication before night, but that is routine for them, and the parents instruct me to give that to them before bedtime. I will never give a child medicine just because I think they need it or without permission from the family. I always text them first saying, hey, this is what's going on. These are the symptoms. Do you think I should give them anything, or do you think they'll be fine till you get home? Now, food. Most parents tell you what the night's going to look like when it comes to food, what they're going to have for dinner, if they can have a dessert or not. You should always be asking if they're allergic to any certain foods. For example, if they're allergic to peanuts, then you shouldn't be giving them a Snickers bar because there's peanuts in there, or peanut butter. So there's specific foods that the kids shouldn't be allowed to have. I know a lot of my families limit certain desserts after a certain time and certain drinks after a certain time. So make sure you're asking before they leave for the night. Number 8, do not have your friends over. You are working, your time and attention needs to be towards those kids. Even when they're sleeping, your time and attention needs to go to them. Make sure everything's safe and sound in the house. Listen for anything that they may need. If they wake up, you should be there to attend to them. Your friends should not be over. Even if you're working another job, your friends would not show up at your job unless they were buying your product or service. This is not a service they need. Hopefully they don't need a babysitter. But this is not a service they need, so they should not be around. Number 9, don't go snooping around the house. You should not be going through the parents' drawers. You should not be in their room at all. Usually I say the parents' room is off limits. So when we play hide and seek with the kids, they know I'm not going in their parents' room, and they are not allowed either. You don't go through the medicine cabinet. You don't go, just don't be nosy. You stay to the main areas. You stay to the kids' room, the living room, the kitchen, and the playroom if there is one. But other than that, stay out of other rooms. Number 10, do not cancel at the last minute. You need to give them as much notice as you can. I know things happen. I know emergencies happen. I know we get sick. We are human. But you need to give them as much time as you possibly can. They are looking forward to have this night out. If you can provide them a backup babysitter. Maybe one of your friends could go and help out. But last minute cancellations are never fun. Even when it's the other way around, if family cancels on you, you don't like it last minute either. You'd like a heads up so you can book that time slot with somebody else. So please, please, please really try and give those families a heads up and don't cancel last minute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and I promise I will try to answer any kind of question that you have when it relates to babysitting or some tips or tricks to become a better babysitter. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.